Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mary's Helm channel. It's me, Nikeo here, trying to shape up your day with a little bit of positivity. So being outdoors like this takes me back to my childhood. I remember being a little girl and I loved playing outside. I would ride bikes, play tag, hide and seek. Another thing that I really enjoyed doing was picking the dandelions when they were like little cotton balls almost, and they had these white little fluffy things, and I take them and I would blow and I would make a wish. And so I loved being able to find all the dandelions in the yard and making wishes. So many wishes when I was a little girl. Now, when I ran out of dandelions to find, then I would actually look, because you could also find some dandelions and they weren't quite open yet. They didn't quite bloom. They were partially sealed, and I would try to open them up. And I would always be so disappointed as a little girl that when I opened them up, like I ruined the flower. I couldn't blow it. And it also wasn't about to become the bright yellow dandelions that would also grow sometimes as well. So in reflecting on that and in thinking about our lives, sometimes we do rush the different things in our lives because we're so eager to get to the next part, to that blooming, beautiful part of our life, that we try to rush it and then we end up killing it in the process. And so I wanted to give you guys a few tips today on how you can still look forward to that bloom and not destroy it in the process by trying to rush it. Okay? So tip number one that I have for you is to release your reaction or whatever, right? So the reaction is you wanting to rip it open really quickly, but you need some type of a release. So for me, I needed a release when I was a little girl, and so that's why I ripped it open, because I wanted to be able to go and blow the dandelions. But what do you do as an adult? Well, one of the things that I learned to do as an adult when I was waiting for something in life, for me, like, it always helped to write out what it was that I was waiting for. I actually keep like a prayer journal. So all the different things that I'm hoping for in my life, from my career to my personal life, to my finances, to my education, to my friends, to my family, everything, the different things that I'm hoping for that haven't quite happened yet. And it's not something that I can force, but when it does happen, it's going to be a really beautiful thing, get a bloom into something. I write it down in a prayer journal. And so that allows me to be able to release what my rush is, but it doesn't hinder the growth for it to be able to come still, but it still helps me to give a healthy release. Okay, so tip one is to look for a release. Tip number two for you, when you are trying to figure out what to do in that season while you're waiting for the bloom so that you don't destroy your bloom, is that you also want to take the time to really consider the seasons, right? What season are you in? When I was a little girl, I didn't know that dandelions had different seasons, and had I waited for like 2 more weeks probably, there would have been some more blooms that I could blow. I was always trying to rush the season. Took me becoming an adult, when I had my very first home, that I had a yard to care for, that it was like, oh my goodness, these dandelions are always growing and I have to go mow the lawn again. Well, get someone to mow the lawn for me. Yes. And so really recognizing the season that you're in. And so maybe right now you're in a season of waiting. So maybe you're waiting for a healing in the season. If you try to rush it, you can actually hurt your body more, hurt the process, and again, you won't get that bloom of healing. Or maybe you are waiting for a job at that time. Sometimes jobs have different hiring seasons and schedules, and there's times that they're bringing things in like that. So wait for it. Don't try to rush and force it. Just recognize the season that you are in. And last but not least, when you are in that season of waiting, and so that you can get that beautiful bloom, you don't want to destroy that thing that you're really excited about and waiting for. You also want to consider, what can you do to take up your time in the interim? So when I was a girl, if I ran out of dandelions, what did I do? I would go and I would go play in the sandbox, or I would go and do something else, like go find some neighbors to go play tag with. So what can you do as an adult when you're in your waiting seasons right now? Maybe again, you're waiting on that next career. So what type of skills can you build? Are there classes you can take? Are there videos that you can watch online to learn more? Are there people that you can network with and go to different networking events? Maybe you're in a season where you're waiting as well, and you're new to a place, you're transitioning, and you're looking to make new friends. Where can you go out and meet new people and things like that? So while you're in this waiting season, think about the things that you can do alternatively that help you grow and mature you as well. All right? So I hope that helps you out. If you're in a season of transition right now and waiting to keep you from destroying that bloom, because your season will have a time to bloom. Everything has its season. And even if your season isn't blooming right now, it's okay. things change. Just like those dandelions that I used to pick when I was a little girl, your season will change and eventually it'll come back around again as well. Okay? So I hope that was helpful for you today. If it was helpful for you, please make sure that you give me a thumbs up, give us a like there, and so that way that helps spread this message a little bit further. If it's something that you feel like you have a friend or a colleague or a family member or whoever it is that's also going through a season of transition and this message helps with them, be sure to share the message. And last but not least, for all of my shining stars out there, I hope that you keep on shining, and I will see you guys next time. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.